This is the BrewTubers Online Brewers Club 2022 Hops Experiment, Hoppy Blonde Ale. Thanks to our sponsors: Imperial Yeast, Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store, Brewers Hardware, 5 Star Chemicals, and Yakima Valley Hops. Get brewing.
What's up, everybody? I'm back. This is the last one of the 2022 BrewTubers Hops Experiment. And this one's brought to us by Mr. Dave Phelps at the Big Dog Brewing Company. So this is a blonde ale, and we got a 4.6%er again, so we're right in line with the other Mosaics. I think there was a little bit of variation in the Citra offerings. But this is the Incognito Mosaic, and he's calling it Midnight Sun. And so what else do I know? OG's 1049, final is 1014, and can date of 1013. So it's got a little mileage under tires, but she's gonna be all right. What do we know about Incognito? Well, let's find out, and then I'll read you a little bit. So let's crack it. All right, love that sound, especially when it's a homebrew. So what do we got going on here? Looks like a fairly clear beer. Looks like it might have a little bit more color than the other ones, as far as slightly darker. I got some other ones here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so slightly darker. Hard to really get a good idea on the color in these glasses, and this lighting. It's the lighting. Quite clear. I can almost see through that sucker. I can pretty much see through it. Could probably read through it here. Yeah, so that's clear enough to read through. A little bit of suspended stuff in there. I think it's just hop oil, whatever. Maybe not. We'll talk about this Incognito in a second. Maybe it's not really suspended anything. It's just my imagination. Maybe just a little floaties from the bottom of the can. Anyway, carbonation looks pretty good. It's kind of holding the ring there. Definitely got some bubbles going on, so liking that so far. Carbonation is looking promising. So, aroma. Okay, that's different. In a good way, I think. It's really almost like floral. There's like a kind of a, I don't know, bright floral kind of sweetness thing. If I really dig in, I'm starting to pick up more of like the traditional hop aroma, which I know is very vague, but I mean, it's a blonde ale. There's not really a whole lot going on. I do know that they use these hop products in late edition, and they bittered with Centennial, so no Centennial aromas are going to come through for sure. It smells pretty good. Don't smell anything off, so that's promising. No solvent, no diacetyl, no acetaldehyde, however you say it. Yeah, not really picking up on like any oxidation indicators, like cardboard or any of that. So good. Okay, done smelling it. I'm gonna go in for a taste. Cheers, Dave. All right. Wow. Lots of flavor on this one. Lots of like real pleasant kind of Mosaic, characteristically Mosaic flavors. Not really like a big juicy Trillium Citra hop beer, but I mean, you can kind of get a little bit of that Mosaic. I think I said Citra, but I meant to say Mosaic. Big Trillium Mosaic hop beer, right? Those guys, throw some hops in the kettle for sure, and the fermenters. Well, carbonation's still a little bit light on this one, but more than the previous two, and that shows in the slight head retention there. Okay, so Incognito is pretty cool stuff. It is actually almost like a hop oil, real thick. And I'm thinking if you've ever used CO2 hop extract, I want to say it's probably similar to that, but maybe a little bit less viscous and a little thinner, maybe pourable. So it was developed at John I. Haas Hop Yard, or whatever they call it, their company. 100% all natural, full spectrum hop product, crafted to deliver highly concentrated flavor while maximizing brewing efficiency and reducing process loss. So there's no vegetative material whatsoever. It flows, so it must be more liquid than the hop extract, the CO2 hop extract, because that stuff is like molasses. It's not available in a lot of varieties right now, and at the homebrew scale, there's only 2 offerings at homebrew scale, so that's Citra and Mosaic. That was probably part of the deciding factor on what went into this little experiment. I'm sure it was, because Incognito is kind of a cool product. And you can get it at Yakima Valley Hops, and they provided it for us for this experiment. So the homebrew sizes are 20 grams, and for breweries that are wanting to use it, they sell it in 1 kilogram jugs. Now you're going to use it as at a 1-to-6 replacement ratio when comparing it to, say, pellets, right? I'm sorry, I was just a little brain fart. So they recommend that you use 1 gram per liter. So in a 20 gram vial, that's like 4 ounces. If you were to put it all in, like, say, the Whirlpool, just chuck it in there, that's going to be a 4 ounce pellet, T90 pellet replacement. So that's pretty cool. I really do like this and how it's playing in this beer. Now I'm mad that I didn't drink it a little bit earlier. I haven't had them for too long, so I mean maybe a month or so, maybe a little over a month. But with holidays and life getting in the way, I'm finally getting around to getting them done. So anyway, they're still pretty fresh. I'd say that they haven't jumped the shark yet, so that's good. As far as judging this is my favorite out of the 3 Mosaics so far. I would say that this is definitely up there, and I'm gonna say 8.5 out of 10 on this one. I would drink this sucker all day. I would still like to have a little bit more carbonation, but even where it is, this is something I could throw back. And at 4.6%, come on, that's an all-day lawnmower beer, really. So great stuff. Thanks, Dave, for getting in it and putting this up into the comp experiment. And yeah, man, love it. Great beer. So that's it. I'm out of here. I'm gonna do a wrap-up video just like I did on the first 3. I'm not gonna post those until after all of my individual videos are up, so you can go back and watch the comparisons. There's a little bit of rambling going on in the first one, so we'll see. We'll see if it even makes it to the tubes, all right? But I do plan on doing that. So I'm out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers, everybody. And check out BrewTubers Online Brewers Club. What the hell is it? BrewTubers.com. I know that. Come on. Cheers.